All right, well, that's enough talking about Power Rangers. Now we're going to be talking about some other shows. So Trevor and I both, Trevor grew up as a small child in the 90s. I was a teenager in the 90s. And we both watched a lot of live-action TV shows for kids.
Not really.
Well, you have a couple on your list. So you have the ones that came out towards the end of the 90s. I'm too old for all these.
There was nothing else on, and I did not remember any of these. I Googled any show, live action. This was all I could find that I recognized.
So for me, these are a little bit more special because for me, these were the shows that I absolutely watched. A lot of these were on Nickelodeon. So we're going to go over these. These are live action kids shows that might also deserve a movie. So I'm going to go with my first pick first, and it is Salute Your Shorts.
I have no idea what this is. What is
Salute
this?
Your Shorts was a camp show. Similar to, like nowadays, there's a show called Bunked on the Disney Channel.
Okay,
that would be similar. So this was a camp show about a bunch of kids at camp that were constantly pulling pranks, that were teasing each other, that were getting up to hijinks. Hijinks were in high demand.
Okay.
And they were always trying to get one over on the camp counselor, who was much too dumb to ever actually run a camp, which seems to be a common thread in all of these things, is that the person in charge is an idiot. And the kids are always way smarter than they are.
Yep.
So I think you could probably, it's definitely doable to make a movie out of Salute Your Shorts because we've had a lot of other summer camp movies like Camp Nowhere. The original Parent Trap movie is a summer camp movie. Mm-hmm. So there's a lot of fun things that you can do here. Maybe do one of the classics like, oh, they're going to shut down the camp if we can't raise $25,000. There's a singing competition, something like that, and then that becomes the plot of your movie. So that was my first pick.
Do they sing a lot in that?
No, but they could. Okay. They had guitars. So.
Oh, okay.
What was your first pick? What did you have?
One of my picks was Kenan and Kel.
Okay.
I did watch this growing up. Kenan, we know, is on Saturday Night Live right now. Kel is doing stuff.
Kel's, I'm sure, doing just great wherever he is.
He was on, because I was looking it up, and they were both on a sketch for Jimmy Fallon. Yeah, on Jimmy Fallon recently. Just like within a few days from now.
Oh, wow.
Just a few days ago, they both did a Good Burger sketch together with Jimmy Fallon, and it wasn't good, but Kel, here's the thing, so Kel was great. Kenan, no. He was bad.
You didn't just bust into song and try to sing it?
He was just Kenan.
Okay.
He didn't do it. He came in as like a construction worker, and he tried to do a voice, but it was just Kenan's voice. And it didn't make sense. But anyway, it could work. They made a Good Burger movie before.
There you go.
They could just bring it back.
I was going to point that out. 2 of yours on this list have already made movies.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Well, The Adventures, one of them is kind of a movie series.
We'll see. So, all right. So that's Kenan and Kel.
Yeah.
Good pick. My second pick is a very small-known ranch show called Hey Dude.
Ranch show?
Ranch show. It is a show about a bunch of kids who work on a ranch.
This existed.
This was the thing. In fact,
how are these this close to me being?
Christine Taylor, who is now Ben Stiller's wife. That's what she's most famous for now. But she's also an actress who's been in a lot of movies, a lot of Ben Stiller movies actually. Probably most famous for her role in Zoolander, where she played the reporter who did the article about him. She was one of the leads, and it was basically a group of very good-looking young people all working on a ranch. Again, with a ranch owner who was, stupid and dumb and didn't know what was going on. And was a guy from New York City. Didn't know much about a ranch. Yeah, it's fun. So, but there was this great kind of an Archie Comics Betty Veronica type thing between Christine Taylor, the blonde, and the brunette girl whose name I cannot remember. Again, it feels just like another camp thing in terms of what the plot for this would be, which is so-and-so's going to buy the ranch if we don't raise... Yeah, that's the go-to story for almost all of these.
I mean, my next one's the same as my first one as well. It's a similar premise of two people get along. It's Drake and Josh is my next
There you go. So that's your next pick.
It's one of the few, again, live-action kid shows that I watched, and it could be... I mean, they're still doing stuff. They exist. They're out there, these two actors. Not doing really anything.
Josh
was in the remake of Red Dawn.
Okay. I've seen him in a couple things.
Really?
Didn't he lose a bunch of weight?
Yeah. He might have been in Expendables, or no, that was just Red Dawn or something. I don't know.
That was something else, yeah.
I don't know. But I don't know.
And I don't know Drake at all.
He did music for...
Because it's not Drake the rapper.
No, he tried to do
a different person named Drake.
tried to do what was basically one of those American Pie-like movies, but it wasn't American Pie. It was a completely different one that was trying to be like American Pie.
But it was like a gross out
It was called College. I think.
Okay.
That was all it was. They were going, like, they're high school students checking out of college, and they get up to sexual hijinks.
Nice.
That was the movie.
Nice. And then for the next one, I actually had you go 2 in a row.
Yeah.
Because my last one is so amazing.
You want to talk about that? Okay.
So.
The next one I have is The Adventures of Mary-Kate and Ashley. It's not Ashley Olsen as it's on the script, but
It was at the time.
well, it was that, but the name of the show was never Olsen.
Mary-Kate and Ashley.
Yeah.
Okay.
And here's the thing. You cast 2 new twins. You call them Mary-Kate and Ashley. You never use the last name.
You teach them all the same, you got it, dude, and all that stuff.
Well, they don't do that in that, do they? In that
I think they did some of that,
I don't even remember much of it, but I do remember.
Like they did the talking in unison
I
thing.
do remember I loved it as sort of this, just a crazy mystery, stupid mystery. These movies, they were 30 minutes, but they're
Awful
came out
show.
movies.
Awful movie.
I think coming out with an actual movie and trying harder, improving it upon it, and a mystery for like little kids that age, that are that Mary-Kate and Ashley age when
Ones
they
who
were.
can shout at the screen and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Get that kid base with a fun mystery kid movie.
See, I'd go that one, but then I'd also go an actual adventure with the actual Mary-Kate and Ashley as they are now. all like way too skinny and strung out on some kind of drugs. We're not quite sure which.
Yeah.
And like bitching about fashion and coffee, and then put them in a mystery.
Jeez.
You know, maybe like, hey, where'd my purse go? And then spend a whole movie just talking.
Yeah,
about
they're
that.
just doing like business and stuff.
Yeah, they're all business people. So, but that's why it'd be fun. And have the person that's like, I don't know, trying to trick them or get them or something like that, force them to do all their old catchphrases. I think that would be amazing.
Dave Coulier is the villain.
Dave Coulier is the villain. I love it. And they're like,
cut it out.
We're gonna catch you, and he's like, no, you're not. You're gonna cut it out and do all that crap.
You're
That
not
would be
gonna chase
great.
me.
That would be wonderful.
I'm
and
on
then
board.
he could do Mr. Woodchuck. And he's like, maybe I
They
had your bag in a
unmask.
piece of wood.
You see Mr. Woodchuck the whole time. They unmask him, and it's just a hand.
Yeah.
And then you see Dave Coulier just pop up from wherever that he was.
That would be wonderful. That's the movie I would watch.
You're welcome, Hollywood.
All right, next one up for
Adam
me.
Sandler, call me.
There you go. Last one up for me. This is the epic, legendary one. I've watched this with my daughter. This show still holds up. Are You Afraid of the Dark? Now, I did not realize this as a kid, but this show ran for 9 seasons.
Dang.
And every week it was a 30-minute horror movie for children. And so every week these kids would come out and they would throw some dust on a fireplace or on a campfire, and then they would tell a scary story. I have nightmares about some of those stories to this day.
Jeez.
They were really good. And then I downloaded all of them and I watched a bunch of them with my daughter. They still hold up. They're not great.
But they're viewable.
They're viewable, and if you're under 10 years old, they're quite scary. So
That's good. I think I've seen it once.
Yeah, they're pretty rough. I mean, Goosebumps kind of took over.
Like Goosebumps
for
did
your
take
generation,
over. That's what I was
Goosebumps
used
would
to.
probably be the thing you saw.
And they already made a movie of that.
Yep.
So
And it wasn't bad. I kind of liked it.
I did too. It was all right.
All right.